Hello everyone, I'm just here again on transit once again. This last 1 week, I've just been in different places, but I'm currently on transit once again. And I saw this one where they say that Tinubu and his wife are traveling out of Nigeria once again. From Sahara Reporters, it says Tinubu and wife to jet out of Nigeria to France on Wednesday for state visit. That's it though. Anybody getting there is to be enjoying and be enjoying and be going all over the place. I hope you guys are hearing me because my voice is a bit low. It's very early in the morning. It's 4:59. I've checked in. I'm waiting for my flight at 6 a.m. So the airport is a bit quiet. So you know that kind of when place is quiet, your voice also goes down. But anyway, it says here that Tinubu is going off to France again. So our this thing has turned to, Ajala travel, do everything, perks of office and take on those things. That's all that seems to matter, not really governance. Because at the end of the day, you just ask yourself, what is Tinubu's contribution, he and his wife, now that they are traveling, all the travels they've done all over the place. The wife the other time, what she could come out with national ashoebi, that she went to Uganda and she saw them doing national ashoebi. And so October 1st, she was telling us to come and do national ashoebi. I say, really, all that billions of naira wasted on you for you to just come and tell us about national ashoebi. You also saw where they went to, what do you call it now? Brazil for the G20 meeting, and then while they were there, people travel with their wives. You're traveling, uh, whether legitimate or illegitimate president, since he is taking over that office, traveling with his wife. But which one is the wife now sitting behind you, almost like in an official capacity? To do what really? I don't get it. Just a meeting. There's a place where you have wives taking pictures or spouses. Let me not even use wives, spouses taking pictures and all of that. Then there's a place where it's about things that need to be done. But hey, these people have not hidden the fact that they are not really interested in getting anything done. What they're interested in is to just have their way, enjoy themselves, konobi whatever it is that they can konobi, and just go on and move on from there. And that's constantly what we have seen over the time. I'm trying to put on and see, but it's telling me that the connection is this website's a bit shaky. I'm trying to use the Wi-Fi here, so it's not giving me that access. But for me, and this is one thing I would say, and I think as we go on in the next few months or whatever, I'll keep repeating it for us to understand the effect of politics. When we sit down, we just look at politics and assume that politics is what happens on the day of election. Politics is way beyond the day of election. Politics is what happens every day, of our lives as we go on. And if we are not interested in politics and how it's being done, what it simply means is that we're going to be governed by our inferior, just like Pluto had said, and not just governed by our inferior, governed by people. Right now, we're even being governed by people who are extremely wicked. It's one thing to be governed by inferior people who have empathy. At least you know that they are making mistakes because they don't know what to do, rather than being governed by people who are deliberately making mistakes because they want to kill you, they want you to go down. And that's where we are currently right now, and that's where the country. So we must as a matter of urgency begin to say to ourselves, how do we ensure that we are all part of politics? Because politics is how you get the people that are going to be in charge of governance. And if you want good governance, you need competent people with character and capacity to be in those offices. And that's what we all should be having. We're not really having that conversation. We're sitting down here, we're waiting for politicians to have their conversation and then come and give us good governance. It's not going to work. Politicians are going to have their conversation and give them what it is that will be beneficial to politicians, not what will be beneficial, to you. These are things that we must at every time, have in mind. If you had someone who really cared about the people, who had character, who had competence, who had capacity, you won't have, first of all, the person wouldn't win the election. We must have people, it's with that character that people will be able to say that even if I lose, let me lose honorably. Let me not use violence, let me not use rigging, let me not use manipulation, let me not use buying votes and all of that, to win. There's always a 4 year to come. If we leave it to only those who are ready to partake in criminality and get away with it, to continue to be the ones who participate in election, I kid you not, we are not going to get anywhere. They will have incentive to get there because they will always win. It's not that they are smarter, it's not that they know what to do better, it's not that they know how to do it better. The only thing that they have is that they are willing to go to, how do I put it now, they are willing to break the law, they're willing to commit a crime for them to get what they want. And then the person with character will never commit a crime to get what they want. The moment you're committing a crime or doing something against the law to get what you want, the first thing that goes away is character. There is no longer character. And it's easier because who doesn't know how to win election? If you are going to bring talks, they'll beat up everybody, then they talk it and put it. Who doesn't know how to win election? If you are going to use money and buy votes, who doesn't know how to use election? If you are going to meet INEC people and just the money you kukuma will use for campaign, just save it, go meet them, tell them to twist the result, and they put it. Everybody will win election. People will win election. But when you are in a game where, uh, let me not call it game, when you're in a competition, rather, in a competition where you are playing by the law rules and the other one is not playing by this, there's no how you're going to win. If you look at, for example, you bring a Man United or Barcelona or whatever, and then you bring some schoolboys to come and play football, the school boys or girls, they don't have rules. They can just carry the ball and run and throw it into, it goes in. But Barcelona, Manchester United, Arsenal go, they have rules, and these rules are that they must follow the normal football rule. There's no how they are going to win, even though they are better, they are bigger, they everything more than the other school children. Those ones will always win because they are not playing by the rule. So that's the same thing with politics also. When we give enabling environment for politicians who are not going to play by the rule to come in and be the ones to do it, there must be incentive that shows that no, that is not acceptable, that will not be allowed. And so these are some of the things that we really, and need to be focused on. But in the meantime, Sha, oh, very cool. I no fit shout to at the airport. Before they ask me to wetin be very cool. Tinubu is there using you people's head to enjoy and have fun. Yeah, and his wife traveling everywhere on the sweat of Nigerians who are currently suffering all sorts of suffering. Meanwhile, they are busy changing all the indicators, economic indicators, to say that, oh, everything is fine. But anyway, everything is fine for them, but everything is not fine for Nigerians. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.